Hey, what's going on, everybody? As the end of the year approaches, I thought I'd take a minute and just talk about some of the things that have happened this year and maybe a little bit of a look forward to next year, what I hope to accomplish, what I hope to do. It's been an interesting year. There's been some ups, there's been some downs. Personally, more ups than downs, but there have been some moments where I've just kind of been like, why does this keep happening? But it hasn't been as bad in years past for me, so that's a good thing, I suppose. But I know not everybody's in that same boat. 2017 has been a rough year for a lot of people. I've seen it. I've seen it on a daily basis, and I'm aware of that. It's not all sunshine and roses everywhere, but for me personally, a lot of stuff that I wanted to see happen has happened, and I just really wanted to kind of take this into the new year. The momentum that I've built. I want to kind of carry it into the new year and continue to move forward and get closer to where I want to be. So obviously the first thing, you see that guy back there, that's been a 3-year ambition. Well, that finally happened. March of this year, I was finally able to build the computer. Now, the form that you see it in back there is not the initial form. It started off a little bit differently, but it's evolved. It's evolved as time has gone on, and it's going to continue to evolve. There's obviously more things I want to do with it. There's more parts I want to switch in and out. And there's just things that I'd like to do. In terms of my actual content creation, it's had some ebbs, some ups and downs as well. I bought a new camera. I've got, this guy back here to add to some lighting. I've purchased a couple of different things. So we're going to add this into the audio repertoire. We've got all kinds of little things that I've added that will hopefully make the videos a little bit better. I'm hopefully going to learn to edit a little bit better. This year saw probably my most viewed video ever, the Phanteks Halos Lux overview. So that was pretty cool to see. Probably could be refined in terms of how I put it together, but probably my best produced video to this point in time. But I want to do more with product overviews. I want to get deeper into PC tech, and I want to do more of those types of videos. I want to do case overviews. I want to do build demonstrations. I want to look at different components and different accessories and all those kinds of things. And I want to do more of that. And so we're going to start the new year with some new content, I hope. I've ordered in the regular Phanteks Halos to compare with the Halos Lux. I've also ordered in a white bladed fan to see how that compares. So we're going to take a look further into the Halos. I've received a lot of feedback on that video, so really interested to see if this is something that gets noticed. I want to do more. I want to look at the fractal design, define R6. I had to think about that for a minute, but I got it. Because that's really one of the most interesting cases that's come out in a long time. Very well reviewed across the tech industry. Might be something to grab a hold of. There's other cases I want to look at too. NZXT's H700i is an interesting case if you can get rid of that smart hub thing that's in there. And I also am tempted to get their purple S340 Elite. It just looks so neat, but I've been burned by NZXT a couple of times. I don't know if I want to go that route. But really, it's the end of the year, and it's a great time to reflect. It's a great time to think about what has happened, what is going to happen going forward. Video stuff aside, there's a lot of things that could happen in the next 6 months. YouTube is being really dumb with monetization, so I've started taking steps to possibly live stream tech overview stuff. So this camera, I have a cable for it now to connect to the capture card that's in there. I've played with it a little bit. I don't really have a firm grasp of it. I don't really have a firm grasp on capture cards, period, though. So that's more my inability to understand how to use them correctly. I want to continue to work forward towards buying a house. Buying a house opens up a lot more for me. It gets me closer to where I want to be. It would allow me to have a room to dedicate to this stuff and not just be in my bedroom or in the living room like it was in years past. So there's a lot of things that I would like to accomplish in the next year. But I also have had a lot of friends who've dealt with a lot of stuff this past year. There's been stuff towards the end of the year that's kind of made me slow down a little bit on what I'm trying to do. And I really just wanted to take a minute to say to each and every single person out there that I've talked to, friends, family, whatever, that I hope that 2018 is a great year. And I hope that if for whatever reason you need something, if you need someone to talk to, if you just need some help with something, you know, I'm around. I'm not doing much. It's New Year's Eve. I'm sitting at my desk making a video. I'm not doing much, guys. I'm just not. My time is there. You know, obviously I have Kylie, and I'm grateful that I have a rambunctious little 4-year-old that keeps me busy as much as she does. She has been more than you could ever imagine. I know there are people out there who don't have kids who may not understand this, but to people who do have kids, to people who are around kids on a day-to-day basis, once you have one, once that's part of your fabric, once that's part of who you are, it doesn't go away. It stays there. And it can be, you can look at it as a curse. You can look at it as a blessing. Kylie is a blessing. I want to incorporate her more. I'm starting to try and get her more involved into gaming. I got her this little guy to play games on. She still doesn't quite understand it, but that's okay. She likes watching it. She loves watching Mario. So you might be seeing, if I stream while she's here, you might be seeing her sit on my lap if I'm playing Mario on stream. It just could be something that could happen, because it can happen. I have a Wii U. Got that in. So there's stuff that's happened. There's a lot of things that I've been adding into this setup to try and continue to move forward, to continue to have progress in my life. But really what I want to just say to everybody, thanks for being there this year, for the past several years, if you've been a part of my life. And I look forward to seeing what happens in 2018. It's a very pivotal year for me personally. I know a few people, it might seem that way as well. I know more than one person who's trying to work through some kind of an issue. So I think 2018 is a very pivotal year in a lot of ways. Personally, if you look across the state of this country right now, I'm not getting into any kind of political stuff. I'm not doing it. It's not healthy. It doesn't get us anywhere. I'm not interested in getting in a shouting match with anybody because they disagree with me. So that's not what this is going to be all about. So just be safe out there. Have fun. Enjoy yourselves. Don't do anything stupid. If you're going out to drink, don't be driving. It's not worth it. There's been too many incidents on the news where people driving the wrong way on the highway and doing dumb things because they've been drinking. Just don't do it. Get home safe. Stay home. Be like me. Just sit in your house or apartment, wherever it may be, and just low key. That's all we got to do. Be as happy as you can be. Make your life what you want to make it. I know there's a lot of people out there who deal with mental issues, and it's not easy, and I'm not saying you can just go, oh, I'm going to be happy, because that's not how it works. But there's also a lot of people who are waiting for something to happen to them, and it's not just going to happen if you're waiting for it. You got to go out, you got to grab the bull by the horn, so to speak. Make it happen. Make your life what you want it to be. And if somebody wants to be along for it, that's great. If they don't, let them go. No big deal. But for the time being, be safe, have fun, and let's make 2018 a great year. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.